Time Person of the Year, Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, named most influential of 2021. Now, unfortunately, I don't actually disagree with this. See, the Time Person of the Year is supposed to refer to influence, not how good a person is, you know? And unfortunately, Elon Musk kind of is the, the driver of the modern era, you know? In that he's the richest man on earth, a billionaire charlatan who has wrapped people up in a wave of fake techno-futurism as a way of distracting them from the fact that he is ideologically and practically indistinguishable from any 20th century robber baron. But let's see what they say about him. Do they say good stuff or do they just say, like, yeah, he's very wealthy? Please let me finish writing this article. Person of the Year is a marker of influence. Few have more influence than Musk on life on Earth, potentially life off Earth too. Tragically true. Time editor-in-chief Edward Felsenthal wrote, in 2021, Musk emerged not just as the world's richest person, but also as perhaps the richest example of a massive shift in our society. Talks about some of the stuff that he's done. The tradition from Time began as Man of the Year and has since changed to not only recognize an individual, but also consider the impact of a group, movement, or idea. In 2020, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris were picked together as Person of the Year. The annual choice is not necessarily considered an honor, since the selection could have wielded negative influence. In 1938, Adolf Hitler was the Man of the Year. How red-pilled of them. Some of Musk's behavior has gotten him in trouble. Okay, the safety of Tesla's cars have also been under scrutiny. Oh, that's nice. Okay, this isn't a puff piece. They're just acknowledging that he's an influential person, which I cannot deny that. I can't. I can't deny that is definitely true. Yeah, Hitler was influential. Listen. Is this a segment now? I guess sure. Listen. Elon Musk is exceptional in PR only. Okay? I've said this a million times before, and I'll say it again. If you are impressed by the technological achievements of the companies that he runs, you're impressed by his engineers. Okay? Now, you might be under the impression that, sure, maybe the engineers do the bit-by-bit technical work, but Elon Musk is the vision guy, Elon Musk is the guy who comes up with these big ideas. No, his big ideas are shit, actually. First of all, engineers, common day-to-day engineers who are paid barely, what they're worth if they're lucky, have plenty of big ideas. You talk to any average engineer who works for, regular wages, and they will have a universe in their mind. They will have incredible ideas. They just don't have the money to finance it. That doesn't make Elon Musk exceptional in vision. There are plenty of eccentric billionaires, but eccentricity is not the same as engineering genius. And you can see that because a lot of his ideas are fucking idiotic. His idea to develop a rocket transportation system, which would be thousands of times more expensive, dangerous, and destructive to the environment for a minimal gain in transportation speed. The Hyperloop, instead of trains, the underground gamer tunnel, his ridiculous Cybertruck, his all the big ideas for which Elon Musk is famed. I'm reminded of that Jordan Peterson clip about Elon Musk, and God, what a soyful combination. Oh man, the mediocre males, two daddies, referring to one another. Jordan Peterson said something. Does anyone have the clip here? I think I want to find it because it makes me really angry when I see it, and I'm hoping kind of it wakes me up a little bit. Let me see. It's like a 30-second clip. I could just find... I'm only seeing longer. Oh, no, here it is. Here it is. 18 million views in this video, by the way. 18 million views. Many rooms were cleaned after this.
Someone like Elon Musk, I mean, what the hell do you make of someone like that? You know, I mean, what did he do? He made an electric car, which is basically impossible.
Nope. Electric cars have been around for nearly 100 years. Seriously. And not only have electric cars been around for nearly 100 years, it's not difficult to imagine batteries and electric-powered engines aren't new. He did not... It is not impossible to make an electric car. Not only that, but there were other car companies that were making commercially viable electric cars for mass production before Tesla. What Tesla did was made the electric car fancy and high class, at least in the perceptions of people. Whereas before, electric cars were seen kind of like a fart-sniffing, you know, Prius liberal kind of thing. It's really, again, it's a PR shift. Like, oh, now Tesla is like a fancy, you know, sports car. This is not... wait, hold on. Electric cars. Weren't these around in like the 1920s? Like these were around like... Look at this. Robert Anderson, often credited with inventing the first electric car sometime between 1832 and 1839? Wait, that's before cars. That's before cars even happened. That's decades before cars even happened. Admittedly, the first run of it probably wasn't like commercially viable. Yeah, first practical electric cars in the 1880s, before World War I. Yeah, you know. But this is the thing that Elon Musk does, you know, fail upward. Mediocrity is celebrated if you give it the right glitz glam, the right coat of paint. Elon Musk, you know, it's a snake oil salesman. Really, it is. It's homeopathy. You have a perfectly serviceable industry, medicine, transportation, whatever, and then you've got a person with a very tall hat rolling around to sell you something, you know, new. That's a poorly referenced paragraph. I think the point that I'm making applies just fine here.
And it works, which is basically impossible.
No.
And then he built an infrastructure so that you could charge the damn thing wherever you drove, and that was basically impossible.
How is building Tesla charging stations basically it's a charging station. And he did it through government subsidy. And he didn't even do it well. And those already existed. Electric vehicle charging stations have been around for a long time. They grew more popular. Yeah, didn't you know Elon Musk invented electricity? Which, yeah, if I go back and tell you know, like it's like the what's it called, the Mandela effect. You know, it wasn't electricity invented back like 300 years ago or something? When did we? Wasn't there like a kite and a key in a storm and the lightning struck it? And then you like look on Wikipedia and it says right there, electricity was invented in 1986 by Elon Musk. Like, oh, huh, okay. Yeah, and Tesla has tried to muscle other electric car companies out of the market by making theirs like Tesla compatible only, which is actually a brilliant demonstration of a free market failure. This is monopolization in effect. Without regulation preventing him from doing this, he's creating infrastructure that artificially prioritizes his electric cars while sabotaging the viability of electric cars in general. You know, this is one of the critical problems with letting industry take hold of infrastructure. You know, can you imagine if every single gas station had a contract with a different car company and the gas hoses were only compatible with a particular car brand's gas tank? Can you imagine a world where that is literally what Tesla is doing? That is literally the thing that is happening.
And then he made it cheap, because if you buy an electric car and you factor in the price of gas, the electric car is actually about as expensive as the gasoline car. And so that was unbelievable.
Um, I don't think so. You'd have to drive. What is the cost of like a regular like run of the mill Tesla? What is it like? Isn't it like 50,000? Like 50K ish? Yeah. How long would you have to buy gas? How often do I fill my car? If you have a full tank, does the average American maybe fill their car like twice a month? I don't know what an average amount of times to fill a tank from empty to full would be. Not from half to full, but like empty to full, like twice a month, once a month, once a week from empty to full. Yeah, I guess there are long commutes. See, if it's once a week, and what does it cost to fill a full tank these days? Like $80? This is really variable. This is like super variable stuff. Um, $50 to fill it to full? I'm talking empty to full. Okay, look, whatever. Let's just say you spend $200 a month on gasoline. And that's, that would be about, let's just say 300 a year on gasoline. If a Tesla is $50,000, um 300 a year. Wait, did I just do my math wrong? Yeah, I totally just did. Sorry, it's 3,000. 3,000 a year. If it's 3,000 a year in gasoline, then if your average car is like what, 20,000, 3,000, 15 years? I've never used an electric car. Is there any cost associated with using the charging stations at all? Like, do you put a quarter in there and it fills up, or it's just like free? Probably free, right? Oh, there is? Wait, there is? Oh, you'd think they'd be a loss leader on that, just like do it for okay. They charge you, yeah, how much? It's pennies on the mile. Okay, yeah, it's probably a very small. Yeah, yeah, it's probably a very small amount. Yeah. Look, don't get me wrong. I'm not anti-electric car. I'm anti-car in general. Okay, we should take trains. I'm trying to work the math out on this. It's
And then he built a bloody rocket, which was 1/10 the price or less.
He didn't build the rocket. This is what I mean about capitalism. This is what I mean. You see, capitalists like to pretend they reward individual success. No, you fucking don't. He didn't build that rocket. Engineers built the rocket. He doesn't build rockets. What did he have to do with the mechanical construction of that outside the general design goal? If he even contributed that. This is what I mean. This is when I say, and I mean this, by the way, capitalism is collectivist. Who profits from your labor? Your boss. Who gets the credit for your labor? Your boss. Who gets op-eds written about them, praising them for their genius when all they did was go to board meetings and decide where money should be allocated, while you spent years of your life fastidiously developing cutting-edge technology? Your boss. It's disgusting. Legitimately. It's absolutely disgusting.
Yes, of a NASA rocket that you could reuse, which was impossible.
It was an impressive achievement on his engineers.
And then he put one of his cars on top of the rocket and he shot it up into space. And then this happened, right? This all happened and he's still alive. And
this is what I mean. This is what I mean. And yeah, you can look at the comments if you want, which, okay, they seem to be memes, but 18 million views, People soy over Elon Musk. They soy so hard. They crunch their little Soylent containers in both hands, and the soy is just spewing out, because they love it. And the reason they love it is because most Elon Musk fans are, let's be real here, ideologically submissive. They love to live underneath the boot of a person who they consider to be deserving of absolute power. If you talk to Elon Musk fans, they talk about him like he's some kind of holistic super genius. This is the Randian myth. Maybe Elon Musk is exceptional. Maybe he's a good businessman. He certainly is a successful businessman. I'm willing to acknowledge that. Wouldn't take that away from him. Um, they think he's a great engineer. Okay, fine. But there are a lot of people who talk about Elon Musk as though he would be a good politician. Have you seen this? Elon Musk, you should run for president. You've seen this, right? Now, I see this all the time because I do politics. So, people are like, Vaush, you should run for president. I don't take that seriously, but Elon Musk is the kind of guy who could run for president. You guys know that, right? I'm sorry. Logistically, I don't know if he can because he's not an American. I mean, in terms of the type of person that he is. Does that make any sense? Elon Musk, the archetype, the person. Yeah, he wasn't born here. Elon Musk, the type of person. No, I know he's not. I mean, the person that he is, the type of person. Trump won, a real estate billionaire. Trump won. Elon Musk is, in my mind, far more terrifying than Donald Trump. And you know why? Because I think both of them are autocrats, but one of them, at the very least, one of them at least has to posture at populism. Trump has to play to a crowd. Have you seen Elon Musk talk to a crowd of people? Christ, I thought I had autism. Listen, Elon Musk is the terror end state of a democracy, okay? A technocratic authoritarian. And his fans are, in addition to being soy-faced nerds who desperately need a father figure in their life, they are, I think, as roped into his cult of personality as anyone could be to an autocrat. I fear people like Elon Musk, not because they're intellectually impressive, but because they're so good at leading the mediocre around, You've probably seen the meme on Twitter where, like, China is building high-speed rail, like tens of thousands of miles all over the place, and Elon's like, guys, just wait, I'll build a Hyperloop. It's been like a decade and nothing's happened, Because it won't, because it's a stupid idea, you know? I'm just rambling at this point. I'm too tired to do a whole thing. Just